Okay, what happened last week?
We met. I forgot his name. Stanos. Is it Stanis in the woods? The bear.
Stannis.
Stanis.
Dennis.
He had a very, very nice staff.
Very knowledgeable. Helped him out there for his companion,
Yep.
and we traded some information, got some directions, and some materials as well.
You gave away some materials. Did you get some materials from him?
I can't remember from the spell casters.
I don't
You
think they
offered
took
some.
any.
Yeah.
I think they just offered.
We took his friendship away, and that was the important thing.
And Vindaris got a meal.
Yes,
Some carrots
quite good.
and bread. Carrot sandwiches.
That's
We
canon
saw
now.
some ghost trolls.
That was fun.
Or you
That
were the
was
ghosts
cool.
seeing the trolls.
What?
Claiming to be their gods.
I am their god.
And you saw a giant burrow, which you decided to not investigate. And you saw some wild boar, which you decided not to hunt. You learned about the similar creation myths of your tribe mates, and you also lied to Lexitor Ophis Glossa successfully.
Actually, it wasn't really a lie.
Well, you said Tristan
Vindaris-
let set free the serpent, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Vindaris didn't say that. Maybe some of his other party members. He said, yeah.
Does Vindaris not lie?
No, I think he tried not. Selective information was passed on from Vindaris.
He used
selective information.
initially. He used very passive language, like he got away from us.
Right.
But like
did follow
technically,
him.
that is right.
Through the fields and through the plains.
Yeah. That
Yeah, and then that was
true.
that serpent creature. That was a bit of a sidestep.
And then you forgot to get directions.
We didn't forget. You didn't need them.
That's true. You didn't need. You knew that you wouldn't need them. You knew though that you would encounter some help along the way.
We'd figure it out eventually, right?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you hadn't met somebody, you would have had to just kind of go like, "Is it in this hex? Is it in this hex?"
Might have taken 2 extra days, but we would have found it eventually.
Yeah, you would have gotten there. I think that was everything.
And we
that
made it.
happened.
Yeah.
Verdelade.
To the elder.
Yeah, so you followed a narrow, winding path through the forest, through this area of the forest where the trees and the undergrowth kind of look like you'd expect them to look for autumn rather than midwinter. Not that you've seen autumn before in these lands, but Peludo and Junti expressed some surprise at the way that these plants looked. And you can also tell that they're sort of dying as if they were alive recently, unlike some of the other seasonal plants in the Ghost Vale. And you follow this path into a wide, open valley peppered with red-leafed birches and maples, as well as a few pine trees and firs that are still green. And you walked through fields of well-organized farmland with crops also fully grown but wilting and dying. And there's a river running through this valley supplying water to the farmland. And in the middle of the valley, there is a large cluster of thatch huts and wooden buildings. And you met an Ungul or a deer folk here with a spear and a longbow named Arador, and he led you into the village, past antler-decorated buildings, and to a large clearing, or like a village square in the middle of the village. And on your way in, you saw lots of these like open thatch roof stalls and small pavilions and things, and several buildings that look like shops, but they appear to be sort of vacant or devoid of items for sale. And you arrive to stand before this group of Ungul who are sitting on woven mats on the ground. They're weaving baskets and making pottery. And all of the people that you brought from your tribe are sort of like huddling behind you. Brugoska, Warden, Hembe, Paludo, Junti, Pache, and Rai. Rai left his goat with a friend. Oh, his goat and Anna's goat with a friend back in the ruins. But all of them are sort of looking a little bit apprehensive, maybe even disappointed, kind of, looking around and seeing the state of things. There's not many people in this village. It doesn't look as bustling, with merchants and sellers as they were led to expect by by Ophis Glosser. But they stand behind you as you approach this group sitting on the ground, and among these Ungul is a woman with graying brown fur and blue and brown hemp robes and these very impressive antlers with like beads and straps and charms and wraps and things tied among them. And she's got this snaking wooden staff lying on the ground beside her, and she sort of looks up at you with big white deerfolk eyes and zeroes in on Retty in particular. And Retty, you're wearing the Polyglot's pendant, and you focus on this elderly Ungul to understand her, and she speaks Boorish to you. And she says, "I can hear the spirits of the forest and plains whispering around you, my Archelonian friend. They told me that a party of saviors would come from across the sea of eternity to rescue us from our plight, and that they would be led by a druid of great promise, one who walks with his armor always on his back. And now here you are. I bid you welcome, and all your friends as well. Please, sit among us and talk with me a while."
It's a pleasure to be with you. Indeed, I have led these adventurers many difficult lands and journeys to get here.
Every adventuring group needs a strong leader, after all. I mean, I assume you are their leader. The spirits were not quite that specific, I must admit.
Well, we haven't discussed it at length, but I think that most among us would naturally gravitate to understand me as leading them.
She nods.
Tell us what troubles Verdelade. It seems that this village is going through some difficult times.
Yes. The Treespawn in recent times have moved in nearby. They begun stealing our supplies and also our people, murdering us and dragging us away in the night. But recently, they stole something else from us as well. It is a powerful amulet containing an emerald crystal, known to us as the Heart of the Forest. It imbued our land with good fortune and helped our crops grow bountiful all year round, even in the winter. It was the reason why Verdelade was so prosperous. the envy of all who came across it, and an important destination for merchants and traders from across Ascentus.
What use do the Treespawn have for this amulet? Why would they take it from you?
When the Treespawn enter a new area, they begin to grow what I refer to as a grim bower. It is a towering, tree-like tower. It takes some time to grow, but they can grow up to 300 meters tall. I believe that they have taken the heart of the forest in order to expedite its growth, so that they might take over the Ghost Vale more quickly.
As she's sort of saying this, I'll do my best to translate to the rest of the party. And I will say, are the Treespawn evil then? Do they sow destruction wherever they go?
It is difficult to say what is good and what is evil, but they feed on the living. They use blood and bone to help construct their Grimbower, and they grow their young in the corpses of animals and animal folk.
Whoa.
Hmm.
That's fascinating.
Seems fate has ordained that we arrive here to help you retrieve this amulet and return balance to Verdelade.
I am glad to hear you say that. Of course, I would offer a reward of 40 gold pieces to each of you if you can return the heart of the forest. And also, if you can remove this blight. If you can find a way to destroy this Grimbower, this Treespawn colony.
From where did the Treespawn come? Well, where did they come from? Why are they here in the in this forest?
They are as ancient as the wild folk. We have known about them for hundreds of years. It is not known where they came from originally. They spread throughout the forests.
And these Grimbower, have they constructed them before? Or is it only recently when they've started to trouble your people?
We have heard tales of Grimbowers in the past, and there are known to be great towering Grimbowers further away in the Ghost Vale, across the Andavega River. But I have not known of one this far to the northeast, not in my time or the time of my mother or hers.
So I'll switch to Savannah Common and say to you guys, it sounds like these people are greatly in need, and we have to help them, I think.
Yes, it certainly looks like they could do with some help.
Not just for them, but even our own refugees might find it difficult to find food if this heart of the forest doesn't return.
That's a good point.
Most definitely need to assist.
Do you know? Do they know how many tree spawns there are?
I asked the elder.
It is difficult. It is difficult for me to say. The whispers of the trees do not speak in these kinds of definite, precise terms, as you may know.
Indeed. If one wanted directions to this Grimbower, as it were, where would they go?
A few kilometers to the southwest. Maybe maybe a few 2 to 4 hours journey, although I would warn you that as you near the Grimbower, the forest becomes difficult to traverse. Very dangerous, for the Treespawn spread their thorns and traps to prevent others from intruding on their lair, on their lands.
These Treespawn, are they intelligent like you and I, or are they as lesser beasts are?
I believe they are intelligent. They have been known to make weapons and armor from bones, to repurpose the flesh of animals for other purposes. They are more than just beasts.
Well, my friends here would be more than happy to help. We'll do what we can to return this heart of the forest to you.
Excellent. Yes, frequent Treespawn raids have left few of Verdelade's warriors alive. And so, we do not have the strength to defend ourselves anymore, or to send a rescue party of our own. Many of us were losing hope, but as I said, I knew you would come. And I told the others that all we need do is wait.
I'm glad that we arrived when we did then. It sounds like the situation truly is dire.
Yes, dire indeed.
Retty,
Mm-hmm.
Could you ask if they have any vulnerabilities? Anything we could use against them?
I ask that.
The Treespawn are very dangerous. They are immune to poison. They cannot be blinded or deafened. And they communicate via whispers, perhaps smells. I am not sure. They can climb, and they are hard to detect. They hide in the trees and among the plants. So I would keep my eyes peeled. The Grimbower itself also must be uprooted if the Treespawn are to be permanently banished from this part of the Ghost Vale, but it possesses powerful regenerative qualities. But I have come to understand, again, by communing with the spirits, that at the core of this Grimbower, there is a central core, a heart. I call it the Rachis. It is, I believe, the stem, the spine of the Grimbower, which makes it grow. I think it is somewhere below the surface, among the roots. I believe that there, if anywhere, is where the Grimbower is vulnerable. I believe, too, that may be where the heart of the forest is.
How are all of us feeling? I think traveling further today might be difficult, especially if it's as treacherous terrain as the Elder says.
It's true, we probably want to go quite carefully.
How far have we travelled today? Again, is it like 6 or so hours?
Yeah, about 6 hours. 5.5 hours.
Okay, so already we'll say. If it is another 4 hours or so to get there, then Perhaps we stay here for the night and go tomorrow once we're all fresh.
Yes, of course. You are welcome to stay here for the night. Although many of us have been dragged away, and few of our merchants remain, and our crops are dying, there are still some of us operating in Verdelade as they did before. We are one of the only places in these parts, that has a functional inn and tavern. And there are also some merchants here selling non-organic goods, such as adventuring gear. We have an apothecary, a weaponsmith, and we have, well, we used to have someone who was interested in the arcane arts. Now, her daughter is in charge of the shop, but she may be able to sell you some things if you are interested. And we have a tailor, if you need to mend any of your clothes or your gear. You will notice that the Ungol here at Verdelade, we do hunt for materials. And so we have leather as well and furs, but we only take what we need. And I would ask that you do as well, while you spend your time here.
Of course, it is the way. Perhaps we can send the rest of us, excluding us four. Maybe they can stay around the inn.
I'll pay them handsomely.
For the inn?
For the inn. Yeah, at the inn.
And we can help with watches too.
I said that's the elder.
There will be no need to pay us for staying the night, and we will offer you food as well while you were here, what little we have. But if you would help with watches, that would be very much appreciated.
And you see Arador, who is kind of sitting on the edge of this group. He's the Ungol who led you in here. He is sort of kind of like nods. Looks sort of very keen to have some help with the watch. You get the impression that he's like a bit of an older guy that maybe isn't used to fighting or being a guard. He seemed a little bit shaky before when you showed up at the edge of Verdelade.
We'll bolster your crew.
It's the least we can do for a free bed and breakfast after all, Twig.
Oh yeah. These guys are so hospitable. Oh goodness.
Is there anything else you think we should know before we set up camp for tonight, or we rest for tonight?
Only to keep watch of the trees, of the branches, and look out for traps and other dangers. But no, for the night, please make yourselves at home. And I hope you have a good rest after your journey here. Do you live nearby? You are from a strange land, I believe. Somewhere far away. Where have you been living since you arrived on our shores?
We found a refuge in some strange stone structure to the northeast. I think it was called a castle or something such.
Ah, yes. We know of the ruined castle to the north. A place that once harbored the roaming gods, as the Suscan call them.
It does seem to have been built for quite large creatures, but there are many of us there, so the food around in the area is becoming scarce. And so we've begun to send some people a bit further afield.
Ah, yes. It is difficult to survive in the winter here. We typically have an influx of people from all of the villages in this part of the Ghost Vale during the winter. But yes, as you see, we have had to turn most of them away of late.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that.
I'm sure we could turn it around.
Shall we go? What time is it now?
It's just after midday.
Oh, shall we go and see about these this arcane shop? It's definitely piqued my interest.
Certainly.
Yeah, so they can give you directions. They sort of point you down a little winding dirt path and to the left and follow the path around a large rock to this fairly large thatch hut, mud brick hut, and I guess the village looks like this. And you can kind of this I think has like a sort of a wicker door on it, and you can sort of call through the door, and someone will come to the door and open it, and sort of pull it in. It's just this very rudimentary wicker door. And the person who you see inside this building, it's fairly dark in there, just lit by a little bit of candlelight. And you can see there's a bunch of things in here. It's just really cluttered. There's several shelves and boxes and crates everywhere. And there's a little area at the back where there's sort of a seat and a little desk. And the person that opens the door is a young girl, very short, Ungul, who kind of looks up at you. She's wearing a blue tunic and off-white pants, and she's got these lots of like different coloured armbands of like string and wool and beads and things up both of her arms. She's got stacks, and she says, "Hello."
Hello there.
Hello.
We're looking for the arcane store. The shop.
That would be this shop. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Reti, and these are my companions, Twig, Vindaros, and Yao Mei. We've travelled far to Verdelade, and we've told that you might have some items of some sort that we might be interested in.
Oh, yes.
I like your stacks, by the way.
Oh, thank you. What's that? I don't know what that is. Sounds like some... sounds like some anachronistic... anachronistic lingo. She says, these. Oh, thank you. She says, please come in. Sorry, the place is a mess. We haven't had anyone here in the last few weeks, and I've been doing my best, but I've been having to look after it all by myself. My dad's here, but I don't know where he is. Probably off drunk somewhere. But yes, please come and have a look at whatever you like. You can just take a look around. She kind of like beckons for you to come into this shop.
Maybe she lights like some more candles and things to sort of lighten it up a bit. Perhaps she like pulls some cloth or something like aside and lets some light in through a window. Yeah, you can just see like all of this gear, just various things sticking out of these boxes and sitting on shelves, hiding under cloths and other just various mess. And I will, let me see, I'll give you some kind of handout which I didn't actually have time to make, so bear with me a second.
Loot.
Magic, do as you will. So she will have some spell components. Let me see. I'll copy these into handout. Ooh, it's very small. Sorry, bear with me. I just ran out of time this week.
You're all good. Busy weeks are busy weeks.
You can just get more time at the shops, though.
Maybe if we had an arcane store at my local supermarket, I could buy some more time for myself. That'd be great.
If only the crops were growing.
So these are the spell components that she has available for sale, and on the right is the price that she asks of you when you initially say that you want to buy it. And she also has some items. Let me have a look.
Ah.
Yeah, I think this will be good. So she also has these.
Ooh.
A scary.
Oh, a what?
What is it?
Sorry.
Oh, this
Yeah, I
thing.
realize it's cut off.
Yeah, sorry, it's cut off. This is what she describes it as when you ask her. I should organize this differently.
So, Twig, see anything you like?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I would certainly love this smelly bag of guano. Oh, yes.
I would do that for one silver piece.
Oh, what a bargain. Maybe I get two bags of guano. And this jar of glowworms, please.
Jar of glowworms. So, this jar of glowworms. Yeah. She'll do that for.
These were really difficult for my mother to acquire. I will do them for 1 gold piece.
I'll give you 2.
Oh, thank you.
I don't understand bargaining. Thank you.
At the same time, Ayame's like, no, stop.
And Twig's got all our money.
He. I think I accidentally closed the handouts.
Oh, okay. I'll make it so you can. Where are they? Spell components. Okay, the spell components should be in the handouts folder.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And what was the other one? Spellcasting? No. Oh, magic items. Also in the handouts.
Are all these values gold pieces? Assume?
Yeah, so if it's a decimal, it's just like a, like 0.1 is one silver piece.
There's certainly some very interesting things here. What about you, Vindara? Say, I may see anything you like.
Some of
So
these
much-
items could be useful.
So much to choose from.
Many options.
Should we get some incense for the guys back home?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, they need a little treat. I'll grab 10 incenses. Does that seem okay? Okay, 10 incenses.
She can rummage around and try to pull out some incense. Enough incense for 10 incenses. And where was the incense? How much was that?
I think it's a gold piece.
So what are we up to? 3.1? Yeah. I'll let you add those things to your inventory.
Okay.
I'm also tallying up a list so at the end we can make sure we've got it all.
Okay.
Cool.
How much money do we actually have right now?
Oh yeah, sorry. We have 201 gold pieces.
Vindaris is also holding 64 gold.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And 693 silver.
So it's 269 gold pieces.
Nice.
But you also have like a bunch of other valuables and things.
Yeah, we can definitely trade if we had to. Ayame is staring at these gloves that have been pointed out as swimming and climbing. And he's kind of sort of rubbing his knee that he scraped a few days ago, absent-mindedly as he looks at them.
Do you think we have money for some obsidian, Twig?
Yes.
Or some spells that are required for it?
Yes. Take the money. Spell components. Obsidian.
Obsidian. Where is it?
Oh yeah, lump of obsidian.
Oh, is it under L for lump? I gotta fix
Actually,
that.
I think I also need some sulfur. How much obsidian you want?
No. Just a lump or so, you know.
One lump? Okay. One lump.
1 gold piece per lump.
All right, 2 gold pieces.
Make sure, I'll say it in Savanicon, make sure you get a really big lump twig.
Can I pick the lump?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're passing around the pendant.
Man, it'd be good if you had another one of these around. Oh wait, sorry.
What is that?
It helps us understand each other.
Ah, that explains it. I keep getting confused. One moment you're making sense, the next minute you're talking gibberish.
No, I think that's just them.
They do
Retty.
look like they're from a faraway place. I don't know anything about their customs.
Reti?
Mm-hmm.
And I try and say it in Jungle Common, and I totally biff it. I'm not even going to try and roll for it. What do the gems do?
I'll ask what the gems do. Break the gem.
So,
I would like to break the gem.
You can break these gems to summon.
actually, that's interesting. Forget about the gems. The gems aren't there.
What gems are Yao Mei?
I'm just looking at the lumps of obsidian, and I'm like,
Get your head in the game.
Well, I'm just trying
what's
to
that?
think, because elementals are different in my world. But I'm just trying to think if this would still really work. I think it would still work. Yeah, okay. The gems are fine, unless next week I say they're not fine.
in which case, we were just looking at lumps of obsidian, and Naomi was confused.
Yeah. She says,
You can break these gems to summon elementals of air, water, and fire. They only work once, but they're very powerful.
Guys, do you think the goggles would be helpful? Those nighttime ones?
wait a minute, goggles. There wouldn't be goggles.
No goggles!
I haven't had a good look at
Okay.
these. I apologize, because there's no glass. There wouldn't be glasses. There's no glass or anything. So what would the goggles? But
Monocles?
you
Maybe a
can
hat.
still like get the goggles, and then I'll just reflavor them. So just don't buy them because you want to wear goggles.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking about the practicality of watches, and I share this with the group. And I kind of point out they would be helpful for those of us who can't see. Maybe they would be good. We can just share them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let you see in the darkness.
That might be helpful.
And they will
What if-
give you actual dark vision, as opposed to the dim light vision that everyone's been nerfed with.
All right. I'll grab some of these goggles.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, is that what we want to do?
Well,
Yeah.
it might be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
I'll sell them for 150 gold pieces.
Maybe we can negotiate, Twig. Bring the brutes down. Bundle.
I could do 145.
For everything. For everything.
For everything.
Retty, he's speaking gibberish again. Is that just his custom?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it is the amulet. I knew it.
145. Last deal. Oh no. What am I doing?
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
should have made Reddy do this.
I don't think my father would approve if I sell them for cheaper than my mother would have sold them for.
I see. I understand. Okay. How much is it?
150 gold pieces.
150.
So that puts you at 154 and 5 silver pieces.
I'll translate, but Strive's a hard bargain. couldn't get her down.
152 for everything.
Oh, wait, I'll give Yao Mei the amulet.
All these numbers are confusing me.
Yeah.
152 for everything.
If you want to do another of the same check, I'll raise it a fair bit, but you can try.
I will try.
Okay.
It's not going to go well, but we're going to try. Is it a normal roll or is it still at disadvantage?
Let me see. You didn't really add anything. You just said 152. Disadvantage.
I was doing this at Twig as he was trying, but that was about it.
You can roll a flat roll, seeing as you're attempting to wear her down.
Okay.
I'm really, really sorry. I really don't think I should. Maybe if we weren't going through such difficult times.
I understand. Thank you. And I kind of look at everybody else and I'm just like...
See? It's hard. Strive's a hard bargain.
She's tough.
It was a very high DC for 2 gold pieces, wasn't it? I had 20 in my head, but I don't know. That's
fine.
probably two.
She's a shrewd negotiator.
I mean, to be fair, her mum is like gone, maybe worse. So I think that's acceptable.
Well, it was only because Twig initially failed.
I think I did quite well, actually. But okay.
Twig, you did great.
I did.
Pat on the shoulder.
That's right. Yeah.
You did so good.
Yeah.
Was there anything else we needed? I'll offer the amulet to whoever wants to speak.
I'll say to you guys. Sorry, you go first.
Yeah, Vindaros is interested and he talks to his party before he puts the amulet on. In the bottle of boundless coffee, he had Panche talking about coffee. He needed it in the morning, one morning after a big hangover. And I think it can be quite useful, actually. And I do have some items that possibly she might be interested in. That might work as well. How does that sound?
That's probably
Boundless
a good
coffee.
idea.
Yeah.
No, boundless coffee, I like the sound of as well.
The
In
only
fact,
thing
there's a
about
lot of these.
Boundless coffee. I really do apologize. I haven't had a chance. Like, these are all just like copied from the previous campaign. The only thing about that is it's going to completely eliminate the... Yeah, there's no boundless coffee. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll try to fix this up for when you return to Verdelade if you survive. Because so anything that will just completely eliminate any of the survival stuff in the campaign, that's probably... I probably don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm interested in the alchemy jug. It lets you pour.
Is that here as well? That's you, Paul.
I love any of them. Like, I love a 6-sided or a cloak that are beautiful. So good.
Alchemy jug. Oh yeah. So that I mean, that would also do that. I feel bad. I shouldn't have shown you all of these and then snatch them away. I don't know if I can do that one either. Be wary of anything that feeds or waters you.
It's just a regular jug, and he's just been like looking at it for a few minutes, and he's like, "Oh."
It lets you pour. See?
It lets you pour water?
Or anything you put in it.
Ah. What do you pour?
Oh, I don't pour.
I like to think the description for, like you asked what gloves at Thebria, and she's like, what? And I'm like, haha, these gloves.
No, sorry, Rati, would you like to add anything else?
I'm just curious about what like a lot of these items, I guess. Do you have like the full description by any chance? Is that viewable?
The idea was that the description...
You sort of ask.
Yeah, like, so I'll see if I can copy and paste it in, but when I did that before, it just kind of... it was so small, it was difficult to read it. Hold on, let me see. Elemental gem...
Weak. You might also like the boots of false tracks. That sounds pretty interesting.
Ooh.
And it's right now. Ballpark.
This one kind of works. There's a second page in that handout now. Which if you...
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let you move really quietly.
But I won't judge you for metagaming if you Google it. This is just what she says. Boots of Elvenkind let you move really quietly.
Yeah, do you want these boots? Want these boots, Findaris?
I like these ghost sneakers.
Oh yeah, you already...
Ghost socks.
Yeah.
Looks like these boots were made for walking.
No, those weren't made for walking, actually.
Are they made for running? That's cool.
I really like the sound of this Ruby of the War Mage, if it does what I think it does.
Helps you channel your magic through any weapon.
Even this weapon?
Let me see. I don't see why not. Like a quarterstaff. I assume you meant your quarterstaff.
Yes,
a simple or martial weapon as a spellcasting focus for your spells. Yep, it works.
What does that mean for Shillelagh?
That would allow you to cast it, wouldn't it? Or would it?
I don't know, actually.
So you don't need the material components because it's a focus.
Oh, does that get rid of like all non-cost material components?
Yes. You know what? I'm thinking you can't get the Ruby of the War Mage either. I really do apologize. I really just ran out of time this week and I just grabbed this from Descent into Avernus and just like... But I really need to have like a proper look at it because it's just like there are several things here that just like destroy quests that are prepared and things.
Twig, what about... This might tickle your fancy. enduring rune books. Runes. It's a spell book, but runes.
Oh, enduring rune books. Oh, that's pretty handy.
That you can buy.
Well, now I don't want it.
We want what we can't afford or what we can't have. Or just the jug that lets us pour.
It makes you poor. With a little like,
Yeah, like you have to.
no, I mean, like you lose all your wealth, as in.
Oh, it just makes you poor. Makes you
yeah,
poor.
makes you poor.
Because it's full of booze. Wait. Yeah.
Jay.
Can I ask how much these turquoise gemstones are worth? Oh,
I think
wait,
you
no, it
might
says.
already
It
know.
says.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
sorry, it says.
Are these the same?
5 each, yeah.
Can I compare mine to twigs so they're the same?
Ooh, no, you
the-
got something else.
Yeah, the 32 blue-green gemstones. Let me have a look at that.
I'll ask her what she thinks of them.
Okay.
If she thinks we could sell them anywhere. Or...
You know what? If you compare them to the ones that Twig has, I'll say that you can conclude that they are also turquoise gemstones without a check or anything.
Do you guys mind if I use these gemstones?
As in, you'll give them to her in exchange for.
For a spell book? Just might be nice to, write down all my spells and, not have to worry about in the middle of the night if someone were to come and burn it or...
Wait, sorry. There's no... Sorry, when I said you can buy it, it was because Angelo was translating into some kind of rune book or something like that, or some sort of... It wouldn't be a book.
Oh,
What would it be? It would be...
A rune
Well,
necklace would
actually,
be
I
pretty
suppose
cool.
it would. Maybe it would be one of those. What
We've
was the
seen
one
like
that the,
bound wooden tablets into like a book style thing before, I think.
Yeah, there was the slip book that the Ketri gave you. I could say it could be like that. So yeah, it'd be like a bunch of little kind of like paddle pop sticks, all like tied together on each end, and you can roll it up, kind of like a scroll, and that could be an enduring spell book. So yeah, that works.
wonderful.
Yeah, Twig, do you want to take this? You might be able to get some money for it, and Vindaris will give Twig. Where's his sheet? The chalice. He's got a chalice. Silver.
Ooh.
Copper chalice with silver filigree.
She will sort of take that from you and kind of turn it over in her hands and squint and sort of look at it. It's like, how much would you sell it for?
Oh. Wait, am I guess maybe I'm translating?
It's fairly heavy. It's like about 12 kilos.
Yeah. Oh, go. Try and pick it up, fall over. There's high silver content in here.
What do you think? I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe 25 gold.
25.
I was thinking 25 as well.
That's a lot of gold. I don't think I'd do 25. What about 8? I'd do 8 gold pieces.
15.
You can take 15 off the total. Just reduce it down.
Give me a persuasion check.
Who's that between? Sorry.
Whoever is wearing the pendant. Well, maybe you, Vindaros.
Okay.
You can roll with advantage if you want, because Yao Mei was like kind of bartering with you. Well, she can't really understand, but yeah, that's fine.
He's kind of suggesting to Vindaros like other alternatives.
She says, I'd do it for 12 gold pieces, but that's as high as I would go.
I think so. Vindaros is happy
Okay.
with that deal.
Just make sure you remove it from your sheet.
Yeah.
And I'll just take 12 off what we've got
The
so
tab.
far. 142.5. Yeah, off the tab. And is Twig getting the Enduring Spellbook?
Yes, with my turquoise gemstones.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that covers 50.
So what is it? It's 60, and yeah, so you just need another 10. So I'll just add 10 to the tab.
1 second. Sorry. Can I show her these? And see if they're worth anything?
Oh, she sort of looks surprised.
I can tell you're not from around here. You might want to be careful with that. That's this is a Suscan owned community, and you wouldn't want to be caught with that.
Oh.
You could lose a hand.
Oh no, I need those.
Twig, she might like these earrings, and Vindaros gives Twig some earrings. The carved jet earrings.
What was the term that I settled on for the Suscan? Initially I said Suscan Regent, but then I forget what it was.
Can't remember.
Yeah, she tells you that there is a Suscan currently in the village.
Oh.
Like maybe some way in the sort of northern part of the village there's a Suscan and a couple of guards here. And so like, yeah, she sort of warns you,
Just be careful with those. I won't tell anyone.
Oh. Quietly sweep them away.
And what were the earrings? Let me have a look. Let's see. Carved jet earrings.
How much would you do these for?
Vindaros holds them up to her, next to her ears. They look great on you. It's a Vandercom. How much? What's
What's the going rate?
What's the going rate for jet? I don't know.
You can try to work it out yourself if you want to make an intelligence check.
Quick, do you want to have a?
Oh yeah, I'll have a
estimate?
think. Oh yeah.
Twig, look at them with your eyes.
Oh yes. Oh, my eyes. They're failing me.
Yeah. Jet, you would be familiar with. I'll say you feel that you could probably get about 3 gold pieces for these.
Okay, 3 gold pieces. Tidy sum.
She says,
I would do them for 3 gold pieces.
They look fantastic with the bracelets.
And
Thank you.
this necklace too.
with the pendant?
No. I have an amber necklace.
Amber necklace.
I just posted it in the chat.
Oh yeah, okay. Where is that? Oh yeah. She says, what about 6 gold pieces for the earrings and the necklace?
7. Maybe.
Give me a persuasion check. Maybe. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. The amber in this necklace looks a little bit flawed. I don't know if I'd go higher than 6 for the 2 of these.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. Kind of like pats you on the shoulder. But doesn't
Look at our
lower,
twibbing
but doesn't
trying to
lower the price.
negotiate.
Raise the price. Do you go for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you ask how much she might pay for this? I know it's not very interesting.
So, bone hair comb.
Our fine bone appraiser here is sniffed it and deemed it worthy.
Yeah, I mean, if a Yao Mei wants to evaluate it, he can certainly do that. Where did it come from? Why can't I find it?
I think it was in the chest in the castle.
Oh, yeah, okay. In the... does a Yao Mei have a look at it, or... Yeah.
He's got his hand out for it. He's like, gimme.
Yeah, you can kind of have a sniff of it and give it a lick. You think it's worth about 2 silver pieces.
Okay, I think this could eliminate the silver pieces from our purchase.
I don't have much use for it. Say.
Alright.
Intelligently.
Beautiful bone for scummy silver.
Yes, that's it, exactly.
She'll happily make that trade.
For all 5 silver pieces?
Wait, what? 2 silver pieces.
I was trying to see if we could knock off all the silver pieces from our purchase with it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying. Give me a persuasion check if you say that to... Wait, so did you say that to her, or... wait,
I said it to the group first, but then if they're happy with it, I will try and negotiate that.
What do you say to her?
I'll just be like, this is a fine piece of bone. It was well carved. It is well designed. It does the purpose, and I kind of run it through some fur. It's like there's a little mat, it gets stuck. I kind of have to pull it out a little bit. It's very good.
Okay, you can roll persuasion at advantage.
Ready, we'll point to his like shiny scalp.
From this comb. Beautiful.
Yeah, she'll do that. So what are you saying? So the total, so she'll pay for
5 silver pieces is what I'm trying to get.
5 silver pieces for the hair comb.
For the comb, yeah.
Yeah, she'll do that.
Yes.
Is anyone keeping track of the price?
I'm writing it down.
What are we now?
So we were initially being charged 154 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces, plus another 10 for the spell book because the gems didn't cover everything. And at the moment, we've taken off 12 plus another 6, so 18, and the 5 silver pieces.
But
I haven't done the final calculation yet.
I think we're at 141 gold pieces and 3 silver pieces, I think.
Well, hopefully with my role of trying to eliminate all 5, we're down to 0 silver pieces.
I'm not sure I follow.
I was trying to get her to buy the comb for 5 silver pieces.
Yeah.
rather than the 2. So we had 5 silver pieces on the charge.
Oh, I mean, if you
That should eliminate
have
that
something,
to
if you have
nothing.
something different, that's yeah. I've got 141.3.
I'm just double checking. But we should, from what I understand, we should be at 0 silver pieces and it should just be gold.
But I was understanding.
Yeah, so we should be at 136 because we've got 6 gold pieces for the jet earrings and the amber necklace together. And the copper chalice was 12.
Okay, 136. I must have missed a couple of things.
Wait a second, I think I did maths wrong.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, 146 flat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot to add the extra 10 for the spell book. And then that cancels out the turquoise gemstones.
Yeah, make sure
The
you
copper
remove
chalice.
anything that you've traded with her from you.
Jet earrings, amber necklace, bone hair comb. But I think Reti still has his gemstones. All 32 of those. So we haven't counted those yet.
I'm going to get a better price for these ones.
Like somewhere else.
Taking my business elsewhere.
Well, there are
We'll find
other
our fox friends.
other shops.
Perhaps one of them is a gemstone vendor. A blue-green gemstone vendor. In fact.
Anything else?
That's it from Vindaris.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I think that's all that I'm interested in at the moment.
Okay. All right. So you've probably been here for maybe an hour. It's only like around like 2 in the afternoon, the equivalent of 2. What do you do next?
Did Twig pay for everything?
It's 146.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if there were any, like any item that you bought that's like a magic item or whatever, just still add it to your inventory, and I'll just replace it later with like a proper one.
Yeah, that was the next question, is who's carrying them. So I've written everything down. 2 bags of guano, a jar of glowworms, 10
I have that.
lots of incense.
I have that. Yep. I have that.
A lump of obsidian.
Have that.
Cool. The night vision goggles and the spell book, or the rune book.
The rune book I have.
Cool. So who wants the
'cause-
goggles?
Because Twig and Yao Mei are both already overburdened, actually.
I got rid of my gemstones.
Oh, did that help? Nice.
Just.
Yeah, I'm still up there.
Oh, here we go. Prefectus was the, or prefect. She tells you there is a Suscan prefectus in the village.
Vindaris, will you take the goggles? Please.
I'll take the goggles.
What are they? So are they actually goggles or
No, they're not goggles. They'll be something else. I'll have to reflavor them.
TBD?
I can't.
The vision things, the seeing things, the night things.
Maybe there'll be like some kind of, I don't know,
Maybe
like a
rings and
like
when
a
you
little
put
creature.
maybe your head.
You put them in your eye and they kind of like grab onto your eye and like kind of and begin like kind of sucking at your eyes, but then you can kind of see through them. Like, oh, that's pretty good. I'll do something like that.
Ooh.
Metal as hell. Oh wait, sorry, there's no metal. There's not much metal. I take it back.
Bronze ass.
Bronze as hell.
Bronze as fuck.
That's bronze as fuck.
But yeah, she thanks you for your business and says, come back anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I intentionally throw some gibberish at the end just to make it sound like we're crazy.
Yes.
I'll nod wisely at her.
So there's also adventuring gear, and there's an adventuring gear shop, there's an apothecary, there's a bronze maker and weaponsmith, and there's a tailor. Or there's the inn and the tavern.
Should we check the adventuring person to see what they might have?
I think we can afford to go past lots of these places, interesting shops. We have the rest of the day.
I will jangle my coins and show you all that we have 55 gold pieces and 694 silver pieces. Wait, let me just convert all this currency.
I wonder if it reduces your carry limit as well, because remember last time that was an issue. We had like 1,000 copper pieces.
Oh, it changed everything into like platinum and electrum.
Oh.
Well, we have, I guess, 124 gold pieces.
Can Vindaris suggest we go to the tailor first? There's some items that he'll like to trade in that might be beneficial.
Yes.
You can ask for directions from a passing Ungul couple, and they kind of point down another street, and you can walk along past a couple of these little mud huts, this little flower garden, and maybe you walk over a little bridge across this stream that's running through the middle of the village, and just on the other side of this bridge to the right there is another one of these huts, and you can approach this hut, and there's an old Ungul sitting in a wicker chair on the veranda, and he's like asleep as you approach.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to disturb your sleep, your slumber.
Wait. Hello? What did you say?
Sorry for disturbing your afternoon nap.
Oh, that's okay. Goodbye.
We heard you're one of the finest tailors in town.
Oh, and these days, I'm the only tailor in town. But thank you. It's very kind.
Would you happen to be open for business?
Yes.
kind.
Yes. Please. He kind of like stands up a little bit shakily from this chair. He's very old. He's got like a lot of grey on his. He's like maybe just like light brown fur, but a lot of it is like greying, and there's like patches of like fur even like missing, and he's quite like frail. Maybe he has like a cane next to the chair. It's like, oh, please, yes, come in, come have a look. And you can follow him into a bit of a smaller cottage, and this one's a lot neater than the other one. It's got like lots of fabrics and pieces of clothing, just kind of neatly folded, color-coded on various different shelves. And you can just kind of like walk around this room. It's sort of like just his house. There's just just seats and his dining room table, and there's a hearth in the back and everything. But yeah, he's got these like kind of shelves in the walls along the sides. Please take a look. See if there's anything you like.
Thanks. Do you have any recommendations? Some items which are quite interesting that you thought might suit a group of adventurers?
What were you looking for?
something a bit different, out of the ordinary.
Oh, I mean, I just mostly just make clothing of various different kinds, and we have various fabrics and textiles to sell, but I'm not sure what you mean, out of the ordinary.
That's okay. I'm just curious as well. We do have some of my other friends like to also make their own clothing. Whereabouts do you source your threads from?
Most of them we make here in the village. And actually, yeah, I forgot to say that the rest of the like the tribesfolk, maybe as you're sort of like walking through the village, you see them kind of walking around and visiting these shops as well. They're sort of going around like talking to people and meeting people and inquiring. Although I guess that they would have a real issue with language barrier.
Oh, but they've been learning Boorish.
They've been learning Boorish, but they've only been learning for a few days, so they wouldn't, but they would still be able to, I guess they've brought with them like, like haversacks and bags and things like full of various goods. And so if they walk into shops, I'm thinking they can just sort of present their goods and kind of point at things. And, it's like if you go traveling, you can manage in a foreign language. So I guess, yeah, they're kind of doing that. They're sort of spread out around the town. But yeah, he says, we make most of them here. We have flax farms and other materials that we use. But unfortunately, all of that's dying at the moment. But we're hopeful that it will still grow as it usually would in the spring, at least without the heart of the forest.
Yes, hopefully we can put an end to that soon and restore this town to what it was.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Are you here to help?
We are. So we
Elder,
thought we might.
Elder Leguthia always said that somebody would come.
This is my fellow companions as well.
Good to meet you. Oh, an Archelon. You must be the one with the armor on his back. Yes, Mary always
Turn around.
Always talks about that. Oh, very impressive, very impressive.
Yes, it's quite impressive in battle as well.
Yes, I have met another Archelon once, but it's been a long time.
Would you be interested in these vestments that we've sourced along the way? And at the same time, Vindaris lays out vestments that has gold thread in it, and also a woolen fleece.
Oh, yes, let me have a look at these. Very beautifully made. Yes, these are lovely. I'll also post what he can sell. He doesn't have much, but you can get this. You can get, where is it? This from him. And the vestments. Oh, lovely. How much would you sell these gold vestments for?
Can I have a quick huddle with my my colleagues in Savannah comment? Guys, gold thread, very fine vestments. How much?
How much?
I just want to have a quick comparison.
Oh, this guy also has like cold weather clothes, hot weather clothes. Like he has like any clothing that's in the player's handbook, or really like if you can think of any particular type of clothing, like sort of basic clothing, he would probably have that as well.
Yes. Sell coins.
Sell coins, money. Okay. So,
How much? How much?
Gold vestments.
I think,
Oh,
I'm thinking I could throw a number at. I'm thinking 30 golds
yeah,
at least.
30. Make sure you highlight the quality, how well it was made, how
Yes,
untarnished
13.
it is. It's very clean. It's well washed,
Well looked after. Yeah. True.
well looked after, cared for, maintained. It's not been worn by us.
Actually, I think Vindaros. I don't know if
no.
you ever wore it.
Nah, not the
Okay.
gold vestment. I had the
Okay.
helm on for a while.
Yeah.
The fleece is from baby sheep,
Oh,
the softest,
not goats.
not goats.
No, sheep's.
Yeah.
Well, they're deer rather than goats. Even though I guess Ungul would cover both of those things, but
So, look at this very fine vestments. The quality is superb. It breaks my heart that I had to sell this cloak from my cousin, just passed down from his father's father, which we carried across seas.
that's never been worn.
To help bring some vitality back to your village, just so we can buy some more supplies.
Oh, well, this does. That sounds wonderful. These two look very impressive. That is a very high ask, though. I would think more in the realm of maybe 10 gold pieces for these.
What are you doing to me, sir? My heart.
give me a persuasion check. So
Also
how much are you
being
asking?
dramatic.
30 gold pieces?
I said 30 gold, yeah.
Okay. He's kind of like looking at them and sort of like running his hand over it. He's like,
Oh, did you know that there's a hole in it?
Yes, we are adventurers, and that must have been from, one of the beasts or one of the trolls we fought along the way.
I don't know
Okay.
how I would repair this. I don't have any golden twine, but yes, I think 10 gold pieces is probably as high as I would go.
What about 13 for both the woolen and this vestment?
oh yeah, so what was the other one?
Woolen fleece clothing.
Oh yeah, woolen fleece. How much for both of them?
13.
Yes, okay. This woolen fleece is nice. I will pay you 13 gold pieces for these two items.
Thank you. With a heavy heart. I shall tell.
Thank you for your business. Maybe I could turn these vestments into something else. I can repurpose the gold thread or something like that. That's actually quite exciting.
We might come back and have a look at your new installation of clothing.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Do you live in these parts?
Just northeast from here
Ah,
at the moment. We're making do. We're trying to settle. What else does Vindaros have? I know Ratty has a whole lot of.
Right.
Was that rags?
Oh,
Rag
yeah.
clothing? With scraps?
Yeah, or common clothing, or
Uh,
yeah, just the original rags that you were in on the,
no,
on the slave ships.
I think I had to leave all of those behind. I was running out of space in my
No, your
my backpack.
collection.
Yeah,
to make way for quarterstaffs.
I had to donate them.
Oh yeah, they might be at the
I think, the idea was to leave them there, but I couldn't actually add anything to that. folder, so I just deleted them, I think.
Oh, right.
I think by the time we got back, the tribe had good enough items
Yeah.
of clothing that they'd made anyway that it kind of.
Yeah, they probably weren't looking to put their old rags back on.
We use them for torches.
Well,
Yeah.
they'll be in Reddy's corner of the castle.
Just a little
Well,
pile
Sheldon's-
where you sleep.
Yeah.
Sheldon's found them and just been like, oh.
Well, thank you, kind sir, for your time. Hope to see you soon.
My pleasure. Thanks for doing business with me today, and good luck to you on your travels.
Thank you. And if we find anything of interest, we'll make sure the drop passes and see if it suits.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Where would you like to go to, team?
I think adventuring goods. Maybe the weapons maker later. Maybe.
So, adventuring gear. This would be. Maybe this building is like not a converted house. It's like a small, like adjoining building. Like it's a small building that's like adjoined to a house. And you can sort of call in there. You know, you find it sort of somewhere else in the town. Maybe you pass Pluto and Junti as you're walking there, and they're kind of like, they're like,
Oh, hello. Isn't this wonderful? I haven't had this much fun in weeks.
Now, dear, you're always getting excited. I feel like you were having this much fun just yesterday.
Oh, that's true.
you pass them by, and yeah, you go to this. You call in to this little building that's adjacent to this house, and this female Ungul with grey fur and a brown ankle-long tunic with short sleeves opens the door of the house and kind of peeks out, and she greets you, and she comes over and shows you into this little supply shop. And let me see, venturing gear. So there's like a lot of the items in the player's handbook, and then there's also a couple of other things. These things. Wait, there's no holy symbol. I don't know why that's there. Ignore that.
Makeup.
Not lead-based.
Oh yeah, that's really for me because I kind of realized that I don't think they would have lead-based ink. But the any spell that you would need lead-based ink for, this ink will be sufficient for that spell.
Yao Mei, they got parchment for your maps.
Oh, that might help, yes. Yes, I think we should get a few of those. I'm looking through my store, through my pack. I need to see if we need anything else.
Yeah, so actually the parchment would be, I think, more expensive than this. I'm going to say 5 gold pieces per parchment. Or vellum. Well, I mean, vellum is just...
Skins.
Yeah, I think the parchment... Maybe let's just say there's no parchment, but there's vellum, and the vellum would probably be 1 gold piece, that's fine.
Yeah, vellum makes sense. Do we want any more torches? How many torches do you guys have? I have 5. Maybe we can pick up some more.
How much are torches?
Torch.
So torches are...
It says 1 copper piece in the handbook. I literally have the book.
Nice. Yeah, 1 copper piece.
We could definitely get a few of those.
I have 4.
You have 4, so that's 9. Anybody else?
I have
Torch.
2.
Okay. Maybe we get a few of those. What if? Do you think they might have hunting traps?
She introduces herself as Cyrene. She says,
Yes, we have hunting traps. You can see some of them here.
she kind of like rummages through some boxes.
We only have a couple of them.
Okay, I think I kind of sort of nod and look at the traps and turn to everybody else. What? I think we should try and get 2. I think one for. They might be useful to us, but they might be more useful at the castle. I try and say it in boorish and fail.
Yeah, this seems like a good idea.
And then that would help with some of the food problems. And if we picked up 5 torches and 2 pieces of vellum. So that's 1 gold piece per 2 gold pieces for the vellum. That's 5 gold pieces for the torches. Are you okay with it being 5 gold pieces for the traps?
Where
Would they be more expensive here?
Where are the traps? I'm just looking for them.
I've just got the player's handbook open.
Hunting
Yeah,
trap.
I'm looking in there as well. Oh, it's under H.
Yeah, H for hunting.
Why can't I find it? What the hell? Oh, there it is.
Yes, 5 gold pieces would do nicely.
Okay. If we do 2 of those, so that's
Yao Mei.
another 10.
Yao Mei.
Yes.
Sorry. We might need to get these on the way back because we might be struggling to carry.
Oh yes, I think we can leave them with the rest of our group. They can look after
take
some
it
of this
back.
for us.
Yeah, you can do that.
I just want to check we don't need anything else first. Do we need more backpacks? Do we need fishing tackle? That might be good for spring. For the stream, maybe there's fish. That also might be good for the tribe.
Are there Russians for sale?
So fishing tackle, yeah. I think I've already done. Yeah, there would be fishing tackle. Okay, rations. No rations.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're very low on food at the moment. We didn't have stores prepared for the winter. Everything's
That's
changed now. Are you
Ready?
adventurers?
Yes.
I would love to see the world one day. I speak to a lot of people who travel through these parts, merchants and traders and sometimes adventurers. It sounds wonderful out there.
It can be dangerous, but we try to be careful. People like you help keep us safe.
I do what I can.
Are you gonna say something? Ready?
Yeah. And, who's got the amulet? Can I request that they show me some of their lumps of iron?
Do you have any?
Show me your best lump.
Do you have any iron lumps?
So, yeah, she'll be like,
Yes, We have some of that. I don't know what you would use it for. Maybe good in a sling or something. It's very heavy and hard. But yeah.
She's like,
I have one of these. Lumps of iron.
And how much would it be for that lump?
1 silver piece.
1 silver piece.
How large is
Pretty
this
useless. I don't know why I keep it really, but I'm surprised that you want it.
how light is it?
lump? How large is it? Do you have anything smaller and straighter?
This is the only iron that I have.
Well,
Somebody
maybe
just brought it in here one time. They found it on the road. Well, they found it somewhere. I don't know.
if you need it longer and straighter, maybe we can take it to the weaponsmith. They might be able to help.
I need lots of iron.
It's good for your bones
Mm-hmm.
and for your blood. That's what I've heard anyway.
This in my blood? I don't think so.
Is there anything else we need? Do we need more chalk or anything like that? Potentially, we can take that back to the group. We're bringing incense. We could pick up some chalk if they have any.
Yeah, she'd have some chalk.
Vindaris would like to purchase 5 oil flasks, if they're available.
Yep, you can do that. Oil flasks. Yeah, one silver piece each.
Okay, 5 silver pieces for that. I'm thinking we did 10 incenses. I think we do 10 chalks. Okay.
That'd be
You've
one
got the
silver
tally,
piece
right?
for 10 chalks.
Wow.
Okay. Let me calculate. And he kind of turns to the side and he does this for a second and he's just thinking to himself. while I write numbers down and try to calculate them with my brain.
Thank you.
Thank God computers have calculators. What is a computer and a calculator? Okay, so and then silver pieces of gold.
Do we have enough rope?
I have.
Minoa still carrying. Wait,
I think you've got
15
two.
meters.
Two of you have rope, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And we
Vindaris
have.
has the rope ladder.
Yeah. We can pick up more rope if we think we need it.
I can create magical traps with that. With
Maybe
rope.
some more ropes then. Okay.
I'm not sure it'd be quite as effective as a hunting trap.
Do you need hempen rope or silk rope?
Hempen will do fine.
Hempen. Okay. Do you have hempen rope?
Yes, we have a couple of ropes.
How many would you want, Retty?
Perhaps 30 feet or so. It'd be enough for one trap. I don't want to, carry too much. It's quite heavy.
I think they come in lengths of 15 meters. Would 1 or 2 of those be better?
2 of those would be better.
And would that be a gold piece each for the 15 meters?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that is 16 gold, 5 copper, 7 silver. Is there anything else we might need before I start negotiating?
Reddy will go to Ayami and sheepishly just pour out his silver coins into his hands.
I kind of turn to Twig and I go, and I offer them to Twig. Because Yao Mei does not hold any money.
Ah.
For the rope.
So what's the
Okay.
total?
So at the moment it is up to 16 gold pieces, 5 copper, and 7 silver.
Okay.
And I've written down quantities of everything, so I've made sure to get it all in there. But is there anything else that we want? That's 2 pieces of vellum, 5 torches, 2 hunting traps, 2 lots of the fishing tackle, a lump of iron. That was 10 pieces of chalk, 5 oil flasks, and 2 lengths of rope.
Bindaros thinks possibly up to his party when the elder said that we have to take down that what's it called? That blight. Oh no.
Oh, the Grimbower.
Yeah, the Grimbow,
Yeah.
that we have to
Yeah,
dig it out. So possibly a shovel
that's a good idea. I forgot that.
or a pick.
That is a smart choice.
But I'm thinking
Shovels. Do you have any shovels?
Yes, I have 1 shovel.
1 shovel. And how much for that shovel?
Whatever it is in the pH, we'll do it for that.
Okay, so that's 2 gold pieces.
I think maybe 1 shovel, 1 pick.
And a pick. Do you
So
have a
I'm just
pick?
thinking, so shovels and picks, they would have to be bronze. Yeah. Just trying to think. Yeah. Yeah, I guess she could have, she could have a bronze shovel and a pick. Yeah, she'll sell them for whatever they are in the place handbook. So 2 gold
Okay,
pieces
so
of
that-
shovel.
Yep.
That brings us to 20 gold pieces, because each the shovel and the pick are each 2 gold pieces. 7 silver and 5 copper. Anything else? Do we want any? Can we afford healers kits? Do we want potions? Maybe we can ask if they have potions of healing. I'm kind of doing this off to the side, just speaking to the group quietly, just to check before we purchase anything else.
Okay. I should just kind of wait politely.
I have some spare healers kits still.
Me too, and I have a potion. Okay.
I'm okay with what you've said.
Okay.
Could I quietly hand Vindaros this necklace on a leather strap and sort of wink at him, like, you know, kind of like what he did before with the jet earrings.
Ah! Look what I found!
Oh,
my adventures.
Vindaros, here. And I hand him
thank you.
the amulet.
He's going through his ledger. He carries a ledger. Oh, look what I found along my travels.
So
And he looks at it, it's like, what a fabulous gemstone on this lovely necklace made of leather. The finest I've seen. It's a shame that I came across the seas. That was a gift from my auntie. It was a gift from her grandmother. And we're just trying to make our way through these lands, trying to solve other people's problems and issues,
Remember, we're helping them with their problem too.
and trying to restore this lovely town to its thriving self.
Oh,
Yao Mei nods enthusiastically.
I see. Okay, give me a persuasion check at advantage.
I did one of those. So if I did again.
how much did you say you wanted for it?
I actually did.
This is worth at least 5 gold.
We'll take 15 gold for everything here, plus the necklace.
How much have you added up for everything you've got there?
20 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
So what was that? 15 gold and a necklace.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable. I'll do that.
This will look lovely on you as well, by the way.
Oh, I don't wear those sorts of things. But I'm sure I could sell it on.
It's fine. It's one of those pieces that highlights anyone's eyes.
I wouldn't want it to get in the way while I'm exploring.
True. Adventurer to adventurer.
Yeah.
One day you can come with us. We'd love to have company.
When?
Anytime. Once we help the town, once it's all restored, you're more than welcome to travel with us. We have to go back home to bring our friends. You can come with us if you like.
And did you know we came across a troll cave? Well, those trolls are no longer there as well. That was pretty... just bragging.
Wow.
But
Impressive.
that was a very long day, that one.
I can imagine. I wouldn't want to run into any trolls myself.
All right. In terms of stockage, I'm already overburdened, so I might have to hand off all of this stuff that we've just bought to other people.
Ooh, I can take stuff.
Okay. I have 2 pieces of vellum. Who wants the vellum? No one wants the vellum.
That was fun.
I'll take the vellum. That's fine. I'm just trying to work out what I'm adding to my inventory and what everyone else is going to take for me. 5 torches.
I'll take a. How much are they?
Well, you
each
can
one
we can just say that you give these things to the other tribes folk who have come with you. They can carry them for you.
Okay.
So, Vindaris will just hold on to the oil, and we'll need the shovels and the shovel and the pick.
Yeah.
So make sure you add anything to your inventories that you want in there, and then anything else I'll put in the tribe folder. Maybe I'll make a separate folder. So let me know.
I assume, Reti, you might want to carry the iron.
It's my lump.
That's your lump. Your lovely lump. I was going to say lady lump, but that doesn't quite work.
With my other lump.
I was going to say...
Oh, they look kind of similar. What if you get them mixed up?
Well, the spell won't work.
Maybe anyone who wants things to be held by the tribes, for the traveling tribes folk, just write them down and text them to me after the session, and I'll add them to the folder.
Yeah, I can write down the list I have here. I'll just type it up quickly and send it to you.
But otherwise, if you want it in your inventory, make sure you add it.
I just need to work out weights on all these as well. Like it's the pounds
if it doesn't
conversion.
have a weight, yeah, don't worry about it if it doesn't have a weight. I'll work it out in between sessions. We can just kind of say that you did whatever you had to do to avoid being overburdened for this session.
We played a giant game of shuffle the stuff.
Anything else at the adventuring shop, adventure supply store?
No.
That's it from from me. And I'll send you the list of things now.
And what did you want to do next? It's probably about the equivalent of 4 in the afternoon now.
Retty, did you want to visit the weapons maker and see if they can help with your lump?
Vindaris does. Vindaris.
How make it up?
I would.
And you
I
start.
would also like to go. I have an extra scimitar.
Okay, you can ask for directions again to find the bronze maker and weaponsmith, and well, maybe Cyrene tells you where to go from the adventure supply store, and you can follow another one of these paths through the town, and once again you sort of wave hello to maybe Bragoska and Warden as they're like making their way to the Tailor excitedly, and you find yourselves at this, again it's an adjoining building next to a house, but this time it's just open. It's just like basically like a thatch roof, just sort of like a pavilion, permanent pavilion. Is pavilion the right term? It's just this kind of like open roofed, open walled area to the side of a house, and there is a fairly short male Ungul in there that's kind of tapping away at something with a hammer, with a bronze hammer, and he's got this kind of heated up piece of bronze something, which is like, yeah, hammering away on this like bronze anvil to one side of this like a clay like beehive, like a domed like oven, like furnace, and there's various tools and clay molds and crucibles and things lying around. Or maybe they were actually set neatly beside the beehive furnace, and on various benches and things in here. And there's also, you see like a bellows made of wood and leather. And as you approach, he kind of puts this item down and sort of turns in your direction. He's got dark brown fur and he's wearing this off-white tunic with like his sleeves are like rolled up. He's got this mid-length brown kilt on, and you can see all these like weapons and things in the room. You don't see any bronze weapons, just flint spears, arrows, and knives and things. He's also like a bowyer and an arrowsmith, so there's like plenty of bows and arrows and things, and also lots of other bronze items like pots and pans, tools, and maybe even like jewelry laid out on one bench or something like that. And yeah, he kind of turns to greet you and says, "Oh, hello. Welcome."
Vindaris is just excited because all this is new to him. He doesn't know, like, he will never seen any of these furnaces or metal shaping. It's just like a kid in the candy store.
I think him and Yao Mei share a look of like,
That's like, what?
Well, where do you come from? You seem quite foreign.
Yes, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Vindaris, and these are my friends. We've travelled across vast seas, and we actually became stranded on this strange land. And today we find ourselves in your village.
Well, you're welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not what it usually is, but some of us are still at it. Trying to keep a positive attitude in these difficult times.
That's good to hear, and that's what we're here for as well. We're here to restore this village to its greatness. I
did hear some whisperings. I've met some other people that may have been traveling with you just recently, an elephant folk and some others. Sorry, not an elephant folk, hippo folk.
Vindaris is spinning, is signaling to Ratty to spin. to pick up the Archelon with the armor, like he's known for.
He seems very impressed.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Bragoska is an elephant folk. So yeah, an elephant folk. Oh, and Hembe is here as well, so hippo. But yes, what can I do for you?
Yes, I was wondering if you could spare a moment of your time. We're in search of some supplies. What do you happen to have on offer for us?
Well, I have a bunch of various different weapons and things. Flint weapons, of course. I have some bows and arrows for hunting. Please, take a look around.
I've noticed as well that you're working on flint weapons. Is it difficult to make bronze weapons?
Oh, since we were occupied by the Suscan, bronze weapons have been outlawed. I used to consider myself a master of bronze weapon making, but not allowed to do that anymore. So I just content myself to making pots and pans and all the things that you see here.
Do you happen to sell bronze weapons that you might have come across
Oh,
from other adventures?
no.
Okay. There might be something of interest that you might like or might not like.
And Yao Mei goes to pull an extra sword as well, just gently, and showing that it's bronze.
Oh, you're just walking around with those? That seems dangerous.
No, of course not. And he shows his license to bear arms.
Oh,
Bear bronze.
oh, interesting. Are you working for the Suscan?
Well,
Because we don't sell no bronze weapons here. Nope, no sorry, no sorry.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do that.
we're not working. We're working alongside the Suscan to help him with a couple of issues. Well, no, not to worry about your bronze weapons. That's fine. I did not see. Flint spear. Yes. Any bronze.
Well, give me a persuasion check. I didn't mean to argue so fervently that you give up.
Oh no! I meant to, I was hinting at him that I'm not going to pull him up on bronze weapons.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying oh, don't worry about it. I don't want your bronze weapons.
Oh no! It's not like I'm going to report him to the Suscan that he has bronze weapons.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well, persuasion. 17.
Oh no!
That was the
that was
previous
the last
one.
roll. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I might have a couple of things. If you promise to keep it quiet. Just don't say where you got them from. Very dangerous for me. I mean, I know that you're here to do good for Verdelade, and Elder Leguthia came by and she said that we can trust you. But yeah, just don't tell anyone that you got these from me. Because I might have a couple of things lying around. What were you interested in?
Understood. I also have these that you might be able to on-sell if you like. And Vindaris offers him the bronze javelins. He's got 2 of them.
Oh, I wouldn't buy. I can't buy any. I'm just really. I still have some lying around that I would get rid of, but I definitely don't want to have more. But thank you for the offer. But
okay.
A little bit too dangerous for me.
Would you happen to have a shopping list that we could refer to? A buyer's list of sorts.
Well,
A chalkboard.
if you're looking for bronze, what were you interested in?
Even just any weapons that you might have for sale.
Ask him for staffs.
Asking for what?
The staves.
Let me see. He says,
I do have some unusual items that I've collected over the years that have come to me from various different travelers and merchants.
and he goes, perhaps he says,
Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back.
he goes into his house. He sort of leaves this little pavilion and goes into his house and comes back after a moment. And just trying to see, he will sell you. How much gold do you have left?
Bindaris is carrying 77 gold.
So, well, what can you get with that?
And
I don't
probably
know.
a couple of items to trade as well.
I don't know if it's going to be anything that you're interested in, but he will enthusiastically whisper to you that he has some of these things.
Right.
Um,
It's that stick that comes back when you throw.
And he might have, like, if you're looking for a weapon in the player's handbook in bronze, he might have that as well.
What's our reg plus 10? Or
It's just the price in the player's handbook plus 10 gold pieces.
gotcha.
And I think the mystical armor is basically mithril armor. But there's no mithril in Ascentus.
Well, my comrades are looking at that. He might, if you don't mind, I might have a piece that you might be interested in. Maybe if you could, and would like to show him that metal rods that he's been carrying for a while. Help me out with this piece of metal that I've came across on my adventures.
He kind of takes
So
this
the metallic rod, yeah.
takes this from you and sort of weighs it in his hands.
Very heavy. I think I've seen this before. I don't think it's not possible to melt such a rock. Too strong. I've tried it before. Actually, I had a lump previously. I couldn't do anything with it. I gave it away. I forget who I gave it to. Yes, my furnace, I don't know. Certainly not hot enough for this thing.
It's good to know. Thanks. I've been carrying it for a while.
Well, you could probably hit somebody over the head with it. In a pinch.
True.
Do we need any other sort of weapons?
No, there's no good staffs here. Could you ask him if you could shape this this lump into something more with more utility, perhaps?
Which lump?
A lump of iron.
The one that
Is that the one that he's saying he just gave away?
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
I recognize this lump. This is the one I was just talking about.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
It's come back to me.
I guess it does have a strange property.
Is it like that stick over there? It came back to you.
Were you
boomerang.
showing the lodestones? Is that, or was there something else that you were showing? I could be mixing up like D&D games here. Like, to be honest,
There are 2 lodestones. I think Twig has a couple of lodestones.
but you were showing him just like
I think Yao Mei was
Something
talking about the
separate.
boomerang.
no, these like metal rods that Vindaris was.
Oh, Vindaris has an old rusty smooth iron rod. Actually, I don't think I've ever said explicitly it's iron, but it's a metal rod. It's an iron rod, but nobody knows what that is.
Was it small and
Oh
strange
no, sorry.
shaped?
Until obviously at this point he has said that yes, this is iron. I have a goldfish memory. So yeah, you now know it's iron, and it is a thing that people have heard of, and they know about in sort of raw form. But as far as he knows, nobody knows how to work with it. It's too fire won't melt it.
Is it valuable to some?
Well, you can't really do anything with it. But I mean, I don't know how. This seems very unnatural. This smooth cylinder that you've got here. Very strange. I mean, I don't know. Does it have any magical properties? Seems kind of magical. Possibly.
Maybe it's a conversation for later with my comrades.
I mean, I got to admit, I'm curious. I'll take it off your hands if you want to sell it.
That's okay. I was just after your expertise
Yeah,
for the moment.
I don't know. The elders call it iron, but yeah, I've never been able to do anything about it.
I'd be interested in buying it off of you, Vindaris. I can offer you 3 silver pieces.
3 silver. This was from my grandfather. He brought it along, passed it down from generation to my father to me.
A hard bargain.
We'll talk about it later.
All right. Anything else?
Alright, that's all good.
Okay.
I think that's everything.
So it's starting. The sun is starting to set. It's around like 5 in the afternoon. It's getting a little bit darker. Well, you know, the sky is orange. Let's see if it rains. Nope. But it is pretty warm. It's probably about 10 degrees Celsius. And except that there's a bit of a chill wind blowing through the valley. Today's weather report. Do you do anything else? There is an apothecary. Otherwise, there's the inn and the tavern.
We could have a look. Why not?
I'll say the apothecary is all the way off to the side of the village, and it's in this. There's like a few more trees around here. The dirt path kind of leads a little way from the furthest house, and there's a little copse of trees here where the hill begins to rise up on the side of the village, and there's just this kind of cozy little cottage here, and you can go in there and sort of knock on the wall, knock on the wicker door, or call in. Takes like a little while for anyone to respond, but then you kind of hear this like, I'm coming, and after a moment, an old Ungol woman appears from behind the house. She's got mottled white fur, and she's dressed in this dark grey kind of cloak over this off-white dress, and she's actually got like a dream catcher type of thing in her antlers, and she comes over and says,
Oh, hello. What can I do for you? Would you like to see my potions?
Yes, we were here to see your wares, and we are here to help the village, so anything that might help us on this quest would be appreciated.
Well, it is getting a little bit late. I suppose you can have a look.
We'll make it quick.
Okay. Yes, I'm getting a little bit tired, but yes, come inside.
She'll take you inside this little cottage, and this is also just her house. There's just like, it's also like really cluttered, bunch of furniture and stuff. And she is able to kind of pull out a bunch of spell potions and things. You can see she kind of takes you into her kitchen. Maybe she's got them like hidden in various cupboards and things like that, just like various clay jars and amphoras and things like that. And she can offer you all of these, probably, unless any of them are going to ruin the game. There you go.
The potion of resistance sounds like fun. The comprehension one might be helpful too. We wouldn't always need to throw the necklace around.
Does anyone have a potion of healing?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. It wouldn't hurt to get one more though.
Yeah, I feel like it would be good to get one more.
This heals you, don't you know?
Oh. Do we just want one? What can we afford? Looking for the money people.
We've got 124 gold pieces.
Oh, that's good.
Is that including mine?
No.
Okay, plus 77 on top of that.
Oh, that's awesome. How much was that again? 77 for Vindaros. And how many did Twig have?
Oh, 124.
124.
201.
That's awesome.
And 8 copper.
Yeah, I got some change.
I think Reddy had some silver.
But 4 of that silver is earmarked for that piece of iron.
What are you all whispering about? Can you speak up a little? I'm a bit deaf these days.
Do we just want one potion of healing or do we want more?
What?
Well, one's good.
One?
One's good.
Okay.
One.
We have these bad boys as well.
Very rude.
Oh,
Whispering in my house.
Oh no, we're just working out what we need. I think we need one potion to heal. If you are happy to spare one.
Oh yes, I can give you one.
Do we need anything else?
Oh, why are you asking me? I just met you.
This is the discussion we're having. Please bear with me. And I turn around again.
There's no bears with you. Haven't seen.
Oh, bear with me.
Stannis?
Stannis is just like standing in a shadow in the corner.
Stannis? Oh, I know that old I know of that young man.
Oh,
Yes, he's our friend. We met him on the way here.
Ah, yes, he would come here usually once or twice a year. Very polite gentleman.
He was very nice. Is there anything else we need?
Darius is thinking. Darius is interested in the alchemist fire. If we're going up against tree folk,
That might be helpful. I've got the sword, but we need more ammunition.
I think it'll come in quite good stead.
How many of those would we want? 1 or 2?
What's that? 100. What was the 150? I'm thinking 2.
Yeah, I'm happy with 2. That makes sense. And we can just... I've got my...
Divvy.
Like I said, I've got the sword, but we can just divvy it up, yeah. So far it's 150 gold. Anything else? What about a love potion? Maybe they'd love us. Maybe we can make them love us and then leave this town alone.
Who doesn't love us? I think everyone loves us.
The trolls didn't love us.
Especially,
They will learn to love us in time.
The aberrant didn't love us either.
I thought Tristan loved us.
Oh yeah, Twig, I guess you have your bat sitting on your shoulder. Or is it dismissed into a little pocket dimension? I keep forgetting to, like, kind of picture the bat, you know? Maybe this old lady is like,
Oh, nice pet you've got there. Is it real?
she like pokes it.
Beg your pardon?
maybe I'll try poking her.
How rude. Well, fair enough.
Is there anything else we might need? I think that's probably everything.
I was thinking, instead of 2 alchemist fire, maybe we can ask for her advice, or 1 potion of fire breath.
Ooh. Okay. Well, why don't we ask? She seems like a lovely person. I switch over to focusing on her so that she understands me, and I go, well, we're here to help with the Treespawn. We were just looking for some advice on what might be the best help for us in defeating them and driving them away. What do you know about them?
Oh, not very much, really. Just that they're very terrifying. And?
Do you know if they like fire?
No, I don't think they like it.
Okay. Well, that's good. And I kind of give a little thumbs up to Vindaris.
Ask her, what's the difference between the fire breath and the alchemist fire?
Okay. What's the difference between... I asked the same question, and I'm not going to keep repeating. Loses its fun after a while.
Let me just look at something.
Let me consult the archives, she says, turning around and flipping through a book, and we go, why are you whispering?
Interesting. Okay, what is the difference between Alchemist Fire and... Oh, so what?
Alchemist fire, you throw it at things to set them on fire, whereas the fire breath potion will give you you'll be able to blow fire out of your mouth. Very impressive, I hear.
Do you know how long each one lasts? Is there a difference? Because one is considerably more expensive from the looks of it.
So the Potion of Fire Breath... she can tell you... Might last for an hour. Hold on, I can't seem to find... Struggling to find a clear response online. Let me see if I have one.
It's pretty bronze if it is.
I don't have one either. Maybe it's not a thing. Maybe I've like named it incorrectly. So I found this one thing online, Potion of Fire Breath, but I don't know for sure if it is this item. This says that you can exhale the fire 3 times or when 1 hour. So you have it for an hour or until you've exhaled 3 times.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it's so difficult to find.
Well, I think we'll be spending the same amount either way. Does the Alchemist Fire last for any particular length of time that you know of?
I think that'll just be... That's just like an explosion. That's, it just does 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns on a hit. And the creature can end the damage by using an action to make a dex check. It has a DC 10 dex check.
If you throw this at a creature, you might set it on fire and then it'll have to stamp it out and that will distract it and prevent it from attacking you. That's how I imagine one would use it.
Okay. We'll have to talk about which one makes more sense. Would you mind if we had a little whisper?
Oh, no, thank you for asking. That's all you had to do.
My apologies. I'm still learning talking to people.
Oh, apology accepted.
Yes. Very good.
And I kind of gently, slowly turn away, like, and relay that to the group. And I can translate for Retty, who looks confused. So which one makes more sense? Which one's better?
I'm leaning towards the breath. The fire breath.
I think
Okay.
I'd agree.
Okay, that
Sounds
makes
cooler
sense.
as well.
It's very bronze.
Although,
It's
I
very
mean, hotter,
bronze.
but
Maybe ask her what happens if you sneeze if you drunk it. We just don't want to stuff it.
I don't know. You'll have to try it for yourself.
We'll do some field research and let you know.
We
Very
can
good.
report back. But we'll try not to sneeze. Unless we're standing at the Grimbower. That might be helpful. We can set that on fire with a sneeze. That's fine. Okay, so I think that's the potion of fire breathing and a potion of healing then. Unless there's anything else we want to look at or think about.
No.
So 150 gold pieces, 1 healing.
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Minus that. Is it 150 total? Sorry.
Yep, 150.
Yeah.
So I can minus 124 if Vendaris.
Yes, I can cover the rest. That's fine.
Okay. And I can give you a potion of healing. Who wants the potion of healing?
I can add it to my inventory. I've already got one. At least for now.
Maybe
everyone have
everyone
should-
else-
should
It might
carry
be
it.
better to spread it between party members.
Is it
Yeah.
is it bonus action or action? I can't recall.
Bonus action.
Ready? Do you want to take it?
Yeah, does that make
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're the most resilient.
Yeah. I was going to say I can take it for now. We can work out where it goes, but if someone's happy to take it straight away, that's easier.
It's also Reddy can help you guys if you guys are struggling, but sometimes Reddy gotta help himself, you know.
All right, that's in your inventory now.
Time ready
And
to
the fire, but the potion of fire breath. Whoever wants that, just add it to your inventory, and I'll replace it later with one that has mechanics in it.
Okay. Who does want to take that? So I can write down in my notes.
Not me.
I'm also overburdened.
Give it to Vendaris, he can use it in all directions.
He's thinking to himself, fire breath, trunk. Okay, he might give it a go. Yeah,
Hose.
burn
It's
the
like a
inside of your
direct
trunk.
hose.
possibly.
Maybe it'll help you direct it.
Clear my sinuses.
It's like a wheel of flame.
He's like drawing with his with the trunk.
All right.
Awesome.
But if that's everything that you want, it's probably beginning. The sun's beginning to set now, and you can ask for directions to the inn and tavern, which everyone just refers to as the Oaken Hall. And this is just a large 2-story log building with like a chimney and shuttered windows. And you can head in there, and there's a married couple, Tintus and Alandra, who run the tavern, and they welcome you in. Tintus says,
Welcome. We haven't had any visitors for a while. It's good to see you. Good to see you.
and at this point, some of the other tribes people sort of show up as well. A couple of them are kind of carrying things that they've purchased. And Alandra, who is the female Ungul here in this, there's kind of, when you head in here, there's like this large like square common room at the front, sort of supported by like wooden pillars, and there's like wooden tables and chairs of different sizes and shapes in here. And there isn't any bar or anything like that. This couple sort of just live out the back. In the back part of the building, and they explain to you that
We brew beer here and make wine, and we'll serve you some free food in a bit, in maybe about half an hour, if you'd like to take a seat. Elder Leguthia has told us that you were coming, and we're very glad that you're going to be helping Verdelade, of course. So we have upstairs 4 rooms for travellers. Unfortunately, just share beds. Or there's some skins on the floor that you can sleep on. But you're welcome to stay for the night for free as well. We don't have any. There's no one up there at the moment. Well, I guess you could take a bed
per traveller. Oh, well, you have to share it with all your other friends here. She, like, indicates to Parche. Actually, Parche is like... Maybe Parche's already in here. He's, like, sitting at one of these tables and he just has, like, this mug of ale. He's like, hey, good to see you. He's like... I've been enjoying talking to this Tintus and what was your name? Elandra. Yeah, that was your name. These guys, they make some good alcohol out the back. And I've been talking to them about hooking a brother up, getting some ingredients. Anyway, have a drink with me, why don't you?
Huzzah!
But yeah, you can have a drink with Parche or go upstairs and have a long rest. You can wait around and have something to eat. They bring out... Let me see. I'll say that they bring... It's like mostly vegetable-based food, but they do have... trying to think if they would have any meats. I mean, they would often get like travelers from various places, but these days, like, yeah, maybe they tell you that they've slaughtered a sheep in your honor.
Ooh.
And they've brought some lamb for you to eat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can hang out here for a bit and then have a long rest. And maybe let's take a 5-minute break. Bit of a late break.
Before we do,
Yeah.
can I give them my 4 rations worth of wild beans and see if they can use that to cook something? Because I think they're about to go bad.
Oh yes, I can certainly use that. Thank you. I'll throw that in. I'll throw that into the stew that I'm making.
Thank you.
That'll go nicely.
I'm just going to delete those from my inventory. And hope to God it brings me under.
All right, let's take a 5-minute break, and you can take a long rest. And yeah, see you in
Okay,
the farm.
great. I'll take a long rest now.
All right, was there anything else that anyone wanted to do in Verdelade before we head out the next day?
I guess it's just... I guess over the night we just do the watches and keep an eye out for
Yep.
anything.
And Brindaris would give that metallic rod to Reddy. Here you go, friend. That's a mouse.
Is it small and straight? The purposes of old person?
I don't judge.
Hey, size doesn't matter. Okay, even though
Yeah.
no, but actually, Adrian.
It's small and heavy.
Yeah.
Is it suitable for the casting of hold person? Which I will
is
try and find right now.
does hold person say metallic rod?
Yep, small straight piece of iron.
Yes, that'll do
Oh, how's that?
Or
Should have said something earlier.
This
All right. So you get up in the morning, and the Tintus and Elandra will feed you some breakfast. They don't have much to give you. They give you as much as they can, and you say goodbye to the, at least for the time being, to the other tribesfolk who are happy to stay in Verdelade and wait for you to return. They also know their way back to the ruins. It's not very far if something should happen, or if you take longer than they expect. And Leguthia gives you directions to the Grimbower. She says it's directly to the northwest. about 10 kilometers. And so you can head into the forest just after sunrise. And let's do, as you're trekking out and kind of following this path back out of this valley and then heading back into the forest, let's do a little level up.
Ooh.
And Vindaris also mentioned to his party, just we don't know if this spy's in a forest, which they'll be hard to identify, as Leguthia mentioned. So yeah, we'll just have to keep an eye out for that as well.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'll go in. Well, who wants to go first? Out of Twig, Reddy, and Yao Mei.
Oh, Yao Mei.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay. All right. What's changed on your character sheet? You got an extra attack now.
I've got an extra attack. I think I accidentally picked the ranger one because they all looked exactly the same. I hope that doesn't cause problems. That's about it. I also have one more superiority die to use, so I now have 5 of those, I believe.
Sweet.
Oh, no, I still have 4. So that's really my only change. Just the extra attack.
That'll make all the difference, though.
Oh, it helps. I'm finally up to 2, and I can throw in a random third with an action surge.
And I guess it's pretty obvious that you would just gain those new skills and abilities just by practicing and just by doing it, by doing the combat.
Sparring with Vindaris every morning helps a lot. I'm getting quicker with this bronze.
Sweet. And what's motivating you at the moment to continue advancing in this way?
I think it's just the same as before, keeping his group safe and making sure that no one on his team comes to any harm or too much harm. He's happy to put his life on the line to keep everyone else safe, and he doesn't really mind what happens to him as long as everyone else lives.
All right. And Twig or Reddy?
Twig will go.
Okay. So what's changed on your sheet?
Twig's got 2 new spells, and one of them's pretty exciting, and the other one's really useful. So, just
Fireball being the exciting one.
yeah.
Sweet.
Yes. What's the second question?
How did you acquire these new skills and abilities?
Yes. Well, he just recently got that soul reaping staff and has been, feeling inspired by meeting Tristan, and he got excited when he uses that fire on the trolls and sort of got creative with fireball. How do I make it bigger? How do I make it stronger?
All right.
Yeah.
And what's motivating you to advance in this way?
Power! I don't know, like seeing Tristan, the strong necromancer, wizened and feared.
All right. Sweet. And Reddy, what's changed?
Reddy's got some new spells that he's pretty keen to try out. Some of his old ones are finally starting to do stuff, which is nice.
Plant growth, conjure animals. You got animate dead. You can beat Twig to the punch. Twig still hasn't learned the animate dead rune.
Oh, Twig, perhaps you can
teach me.
Yeah.
Teach me your ways.
Did you get cotton from the tailor for?
No, I didn't actually.
Gass's farm?
I forgot about that, to be honest. I realised afterwards, but oh.
Oh well. You can get on the way back. How did you gain these new skills and abilities? Maybe these questions are getting a little bit outdated. Might have to rethink them.
I like to think, say, Elemental Weapon is one of the two spells that he can two new spells that he can cast out. I like to think he's been practicing with his shillelaghing and trying to make it like pack that extra little punch. Then Conjure Animals is the other one that he's learned recently, and I think it's a good time for Reddy to introduce everyone to Patrick, his pet rock, that he's been tenderly nurturing over the past few weeks, and I think Reddy's finally decided that he's ready to move on to living.
Hello, Patrick.
Patrick does not respond.
Yes. Yes.
And what's motivating you to advance in this way, or just loneliness from having a friend that doesn't talk back?
Well, he saw this very, very fancy-looking quarterstaff last session. So it's definitely power to a degree. He's chasing after the greatest artifacts that he can find. But obviously, he does want to help out these people in Verdelade as well, and make sure that everyone, all the refugees, are safe and cared for. So it's a bit of everything.
All right. Cool. Sorry, I rushed through that a little bit. Just took us longer to do the shopping episode than I expected. All right. So you continue on into the forest. And it's probably around like 5 degrees, and there's still like a strong wind, even as you came out of the valley of Verdelade. Still this strong wind blowing through the trees from the north.
So is it blowing south from northerly? The only reason why I'm asking is because she mentioned that smells can they communicate with smells and can give off warnings.
It's probably blowing like southeast, I think. I'm not sure how it might change in the winter, which direction it would go. We'll say southeast. And yeah, you don't see anything for 5 kilometers or so. It's just dense forest. And as you progress, the forest begins to get increasingly dense.
Can Twig be keeping an eye out for thorns, traps, or any furtive movements?
Yeah.
Also happy if we move at a slower pace to keep a better eye out.
Okay. Do you want to do that? Move at half speed?
What does everyone else think?
I think that sounds...
Okay.
Do we get a bit close first? I'm worried that if it is... Leguthia said it was 2 to 4 hours away. I'm worried if it is 4 hours away and we travel too slowly, we might have to
rest.
stay there the night,
Quite exhausted.
which might be a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
More than
Well, we have to move slower anyway in difficult terrain, so that would make sense if we waited until we got to that point. But I'm worried that we might miss stuff along the way.
I'm happy to travel the first few kilometers at a cautious but not slow speed.
Okay.
But I'm happy with whatever you guys think as well.
Yeah, happy to do that.
All right. Well, maybe it takes you about 2 hours to travel down to here. And you can continue on as it starts to get increasingly dense and overgrown.
Let's slow down now. Oh.
Say again? Slow down now.
Yeah, is that the plan?
Well, so at this point, it actually becomes so dense and overgrown that you're forced to slow down. You're not able to keep up the pace here. There's just thorny vines and tangled roots everywhere, and you have to move at approximately half the speed without even trying. And it gets like pretty hard to see the sun. It just gets really dark and gloomy. There's this mist begins. You begin sort of entering this area where the mist kind of like rises from the ground and gets thicker and thicker. And the air is just very dense here. It's very moist. You start to become a little bit uncertain of exactly where you need to go and whether or not you are still continuing in the same direction. So you might need to make a survival check to try to keep on track.
Do we think we could maybe send the bat to have a quick look and make sure that we're also heading in the right direction? Thank you, Twig.
So do you look through the bat's eyes? Or do you just send it ahead to scout?
Maybe I'll start with looking through the bat's eyes.
So looking through its
Seeing
eyes,
what I can see.
You can only fly 20 meters ahead. Well, it's still a fair way.
Yeah, can I fly up? Like sort of see through the canopy and sort of see what's,
The trees here are pretty tall, pretty dense.
Okay.
I think it might be hard for you to fly out above the canopy.
Okay. Then, yeah, I guess...
While still looking through your bat's eyes.
I will relinquish that control and let it go forth.
Okay. So without you looking through its eyes, I'm trying to remember how far it can fly away from you.
I don't think it's here.
Yeah, I can't see it.
If you're within 100 feet, you can communicate telepathically.
Okay. 100 feet. Oh no, yeah, that'd be the 20 meters.
Oh, okay. Then,
But
yeah,
there
I guess that's all.
Yeah, maybe there isn't a limit. For some reason I thought there was. Of like how far it can go from you even when you're not looking through its eyes. Yeah. Maybe there isn't. I can't. It's been a long time. Anyway, we'll say for now that you can send this bat up above the canopy. And let me see. What would it see? It just sees dense forest stretching off into the horizon. It's not able to spot any particular feature.
Okay. That's not very useful.
Yeah, so I guess you just receive back this kind of sense from it that it's like come up, found nothing of interest.
Good bat.
All right. So with a survival check of 21, you can. So you have like a good look around, Yao Mei. You try to sort of work out which way the sun is shining based on shadows under the trees and things like that. It's pretty difficult, but you think you're okay. You continue on in the direction you think you're supposed to continue on in. And so what I think I'll do is, it's up to you whether you want to do a group survival check or just one person do a survival check at advantage. But maybe give me 2 more survival checks. As you continue to try to find your way through this really dense forest.
I reckon if we do 2 rolls, that's probably better than.
I vote the 1 roll at advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And is that 2 lots of that roll with advantage?
Yes.
Just to make sure I understand correctly. Okay, cool.
All right, that's good.
And 1 more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Best rolls yet, team. Maybe we're actually improving. Level 5.
So yeah, maybe you find like a little area where the canopy is broken and the sun is shining down, and you can kind of get a sense of where it is. And you pretty confident that you're continuing in the right direction. Especially, you sort of just pay attention to the density of this forest, and also the plants as you're moving through the trees begin to look increasingly strange. There's a lot of odd smells about, and you begin to see bones and dead animals or pieces of dead animals. And the trees are covered in vines here. It actually, once again, it doesn't look anything like winter, that's for sure. In fact, it reminds at least Twig and Reddy maybe of the jungles that you're from in your homelands. It begins to smell like rot, and the air starts to have these, you start to see these like spores kind of drifting around in the air as you walk through here.
The Dash will be like, Ratty, what are you doing?
No, this isn't me.
And Yao Mei's too busy looking at all the bones.
Very suspicious.
All right. So.
Oh yeah, and we're still keeping an eye out for anything moving around us.
Yeah. So who was keeping an eye out? Yao Mei
Twig.
and Twig. Can one of you?
I guess if I'm navigating, am I still able to do that?
I think Reddy would have been doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Vindash will be either doing one or the other.
Okay, so someone give me a roll at advantage.
Perception?
Yeah, whoever wasn't helping with the survival check. Okay. So you note that some of these vines that are growing on these trees, they kind of get thicker, and they begin sort of like leaning over the path and sort of hanging down from some of these branches, and like you can see them sort of covering the floor increasingly. They get thicker and thicker. And as you're traversing through here, you think you spot some movement on the forest floor. And it almost looks to you like the floor itself is moving. You think you see maybe even one of these vines kind of writhing a little bit, creeping along
Oh my god,
the
that
floor.
moved! Did you see it? Did you see it? Everyone, just be very still.
That must be big eyes.
Yeah, just do this and try again. Yeah.
As
We're gonna
you
be careful.
look again and you all try to spot more movement, you don't see anything. The vines seem perfectly still on the ground.
Don't touch the vines.
But all of the forest floor here is covered in these vines.
Okay.
What do you do?
Tread gently.
Can Vindaros, he's still got a few stones on him, throw a stone into where Twig pointed out the vine moved?
I was going to pull out my sword and maybe try and hack away at some of it.
Well, Vindaros, when you throw this stone, it lands on these vines, and you are very taken aback to see that these vines almost react like snakes or something, like kind of like wrap up this stone, and like wrap around it and kind of grab it, and lock onto it.
Guys, they're like stones.
And Yao Mei, if you begin like hacking at these vines, you can.
I don't want to hack directly on the floor. I want to try and cut them, stay like a little bit higher up, see if I can just sever that connection.
Well, there's just
And
like
hopefully the
lots
fire
of
will kind of
vines
help.
like all over the place, so you can do that. Like, you know, maybe a couple of hacks. Like, you can like break these vines. They're like these big, thick, like strong vines. You can do that, and it will just kind of fall to the fall to the floor dead. But it will take you a very long time to sort of chop down all of the vines.
No, not all of them, just sort of close-ish to where this vine had been moving, maybe just a little bit off the ground. So sort of getting in a bit closer, but trying not to touch the moving bits that Twig pointed out. Just kind of slash a little bit higher.
So you want to just like kind of keep hacking at these vines?
I guess I'd want to just see what happens if, because obviously Vindaris has set something off with the stone. I want to see if there's a way, if it's still active, by kind of hacking at some of the vines around it or nearby it a little higher.
Yeah,
So a
I'll say
little
like
off the ground.
when you like hack at these vines, if you kind of chop off the end of it, the top part of it that's still kind of, you know, on the tree or wherever it is, might kind of writhe around a little bit before it sort of like hangs still again. And maybe if you chop off the vines that seem to be connected to where the rock was, they will kind of like fall limp and drop the rock out of this kind of cluster.
Okay. And is there... Sorry, go on.
Twig, keep your eyes open for more vines. And Vindaris has got his rocks ready.
Well, the vines are just like all over the ground, all over the trees. And you feel that, like, if you want to continue in this direction, like, you don't, they just spread out ahead of you.
Vindaris, can you throw a rock at one of the...
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I'll also give
One
you
of
a rock if
the-
you like.
Okay, give me a rock.
Don't worry, it's not Patrick.
How do you tell? Okay.
No, Patrick's talkative. He's the talkative one.
Oh, okay.
Reddy has no idea you're talking about his rock.
I'm gonna, I guess, like a little bit further, like where a vine hasn't been moving. If I chuck the rock there, what happens?
Same thing.
Okay.
Do we just keep going and hack at a few of them?
Only got
Actually-
3 rocks left.
Actually, question. If we set off some of these vines and they... If we move around them, do they still react to that?
How do you move around
Or are
them?
they kind of like... Say, if there's a thing on the floor that was moving, we throw a rock at it, it engulfs the stone. If we try and walk over it and just keep going...
Do you try to do that?
I kind of want to try it. Do I do that?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and step over it. Try not to touch it, but just see if I can get through its space. Like at least avoiding the floor ones.
When you step close enough, these vines will just wrap up your body and begin sort of constricting you. Give me a strength. Yep. Twig.
Can I hack at this vine with my dagger?
It's very hard to see. Yeah, you won't be able to do much damage with your dagger, and it's also like hard to see like which vine you would need to target because the vines are just like all over the ground.
Okay.
But you can certainly run over there.
I do also have my sword out still, so if I can try and hack at some of them, I'm happy to try it.
Well, before you start hacking at them, Yao Mei, give me a athletics. Let me see. No, yeah, okay. So they just wrap around you, and you are kind of restrained by them. So yeah, you can start hacking at them. Give me an attack with your sword. Oh, it doesn't give you an attack button.
No, I've lost a couple of other things too. Like my combat superiority doesn't have a number against it at the moment either.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I click it somewhere else if it's gonna do the same thing. Yeah. I've still got the bronze scimitar, like the regular one. I can try that one.
I mean, just give me an athletics check. That's fine. I mean, that'll be the same thing. But yeah, I don't know why that happened. Strange. Oh yeah, all the data's gone. You try to hack at these vines, but they just keep kind of constricting around you. And you're able to sort of sever them, but more of them kind of like replace the ones that you sever, and they just keep kind of constricting you. Maybe at this point, give me a strength save.
Is that your attack roll?
Sorry? Oh, sorry. It would have your proficiency. My bad.
Oh, okay. So that would have been +3 on top of that, so it would have been a 16.
In that case, you are able to hack your way out of these vines.
Muscles.
And you kind of like hit them enough that they sort of drop away from you and sort of writher back, and you're able to sort of like run ahead and kind of run past this carpet of vines and find yourself on a piece of earth further further along in the forest where the vines don't seem to be. There's not as many of them.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
So can we run? Is there a sort of like a space? Can we run to the same place?
There's no space. It's just this carpet of vines. As in, yeah, like if a Yao Mei like chopped a bunch of them, they just.
Oh, jeez.
Do we? How far is it if we wanted to jump over? Would that be possible?
It is, I will say, how far would it be? Probably 5 meters.
Jump 5.
Is there any way I can assist from the other side to try and help people get through?
Can Vindaris try something as well? What was the weather like again?
There's a pretty strong
misty.
wind. There was a strong wind, but I think it's not really able to penetrate this area. So it's just kind of thick and heavy air and a lot of moisture.
Can he try using the pipe of blizzard breath and blow like cold air across these vines to see if they react with the change in weather? Well, the iciness of the breath? They might recoil?
So I'll say that maybe when you do that, They seem to maybe kind of shake a little bit and recoil a little bit, but not significantly.
In that same vein, can Twig try hurling a firebolt in their midst?
A fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an attack with the firebolt.
It's like a spa treatment, hot and cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you do that, several of them, like a lot of them, kind of withdraw.
Ooh.
And they sort of writhe around as some of them are caught on fire, and they kind of like whack themselves on the ground, like to put the fire out, and then they begin kind of coming back together again.
No! Could we... okay.
I can see you jumping, get like walking fireball.
It would have given you enough time.
Okay. Run.
Yeah, I'll say like
amaze.
you can kind of shoot a firebolt per person to like run across these vines as they sort of withdraw from the fire. And everyone can get across that way.
I think we need to use the fire a lot more.
Are there more vines?
There are still vines around, but the ground here is not carpeted in thick vines as it was in that area, and you're able to continue on through this thick forest. What's your marching order?
I will go first and keep an eye out for more of these things.
I'll go next for navigation purposes. Just to try and keep us on the right path.
Yeah, so maybe whoever's not navigating, give me a perception check. So 2 of you would be navigating, I think.
Who's helping me?
Yeah, who was navigating?
So I think Dax will assist. He's either navigating or
Okay.
I think Bendaris was helping with the navigation from the last time.
Yeah, so I won't ask for another navigation check, but we're just saying that, you were previously navigating, so you're not really keeping a lookout. Okay. Both of you...
We're walking like this.
Both of you spot an area of, leaves and things on the ground, and you think that you see sort of something underneath the leaves. There's like a pile of leaves, and you're about to walk along there, and you just see something. Like, it looks like maybe some kind of mesh or something beneath these leaves, directly where you're about to walk.
Ready, stop! Oh wait, no, you've seen it too. Do I have a stick? Can I find a stick and kind of poke the leaves out of the way?
Yeah, you can pretty easily find a stick if you try to. How do you poke?
I will hold the stick, the furthest end, and just prod the leaves off.
If you very carefully prod the leaves off, you can see that it looks like there is some kind of net made of vines that is lying under these leaves.
Is it attached to, does it look like it'll be set off and capture whoever's walking across it?
Yeah, you can follow one side of this net, and it looks like the vines kind of turn into this one sort of thick vine that sort of leads along the forest floor and up into a tree. You can kind of look through the trees and see that there is this branch that looks like it's sort of really bowed and pulled down and sort of has this vine extending from it, and you feel that if you were to step on this net, that this branch would and potentially lift this net up into the air.
Quick, do you need that stone?
Yeah. Do you have a stone to spare?
Yeah.
Stone!
Yeah, the net will and just fly up in the air.
Woo!
I'm actually minus in stones as well, so no. From my inventory.
Nice. And yeah, all the remaining leaves will kind of drop down from this net that's hanging about like maybe 4 meters up in the air. Just hanging from this branch.
Does that then clear the way for the next little bit?
Yeah, you think you can kind of continue on some way. And let me see. You enter this area of the forest where you notice the undergrowth changes a little bit, and you see all these like long, soft-looking fern fronds that look like they're kind of emerging like directly from the ground, from the leafy ground, and they just have this kind of sickly, bright green look about them. It looks a little bit different. And yeah, given the things that you've seen, you just kind of notice that this area looks a little bit different. What do you do?
Poke it with my stick.
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
So you kind of just poke these fronds?
Yeah, maybe sort of try and move them around and maybe inspect the end of the stick if nothing happens.
Yeah. I think you probably even wouldn't need an investigation check. At least when you touch these fronds, you notice that they kind of withdraw and sort of like recede, like curl up. And all of a sudden, this whole area, just all of these like projectiles just like fly through the air. And you can use your investigation check to kind of look at where these fronds are growing from. They look like they're kind of spurting out of these vine-like root things that are along the ground, and you can follow these vine root tendrils, and it leads to behind these trees that are sort of around where you are. There's all of these weird-looking like cacti and things.
Cool.
Or not behind trees, but yeah, concealed behind other plant growth. But these fronds, after this happens, they all kind of return to where they were and kind of hang over the path. Well, there's not really a path, but just over the way. This whole area is just littered with these ferns.
I think we need to burn these.
Burn them. Yeah. Just before I set fire, is there any way to pick up the needles or the cactus needles that have come?
Yep, you can do that.
Yes. Okay. Then I will burn them. I'll burn the fronds, and then I'll burn the vines, and then I'll burn the cacti.
And I'll hack at what I can reach as well. That helps.
Because of all the moisture in the air and all of this kind of, just moisture and goo on these plants and whatnot, it's hard you can't like set fire to this whole area or anything like that, but you can shoot at these fronds and kind of like sort of destroy the ones that you hit with your fireball, and if you're hacking at them as well. You feel that you can at least sort of destroy the fronds and the tendril root-like things directly in front of you. That's probably sufficient for you to walk through here.
Okay.
Maybe there's still a lot of these ferns, and it's like very thick. Maybe give me a dex check as you try to walk through here.
Okay.
Just to try to like avoid touching any of these fronds.
And is that from all of us?
Yeah, unless you want to do something else. Like if you just want to walk through here and sort of try to avoid touching the fronds as you're kind of trying to hack them away. Like when you hack at them, these cacti will also like shoot like needles and things. So it's like hard to kind of touch them or come through here without setting off the needle traps.
Our big boy is not very dexterous.
Yeah, Vindaros, I'll say that as you come through, well, roll actually with advantage because you're hacking. You spotted them. You all spotted them. You're hacking at them. You're burning them away. So yeah, give me a roll with advantage. Ooh. How do you accidentally touch these fronds as you come through here? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry, he's like, oh, better not step on that one. As he turns around, and he's like, probably butt hits the other one.
Yeah.
All right. So you get shot at by some of these spines.
Can I try and use my shield to impose disadvantage?
On the spines? Nah, it's not an attack.
I tried to help you.
You take 1d4 piercing and 1 poison. So 2 piercing damage and 1 poison damage. As these spines just... they're all just like sticking out of your thick elephant skin. What does that thick skin say? Oh yeah, it just determines your AC. Maybe take 1 less piercing damage.
Okay.
1 piercing, 1 poison, because of your thick skin.
Oof.
And give me a marching order again. What was your marching order?
Twig first.
Then Yao Mei.
Vindaros,
Okay.
and then Ratty.
Ready
So-
up the back.
And then
Twig.
Patrick.
Twig, give me...
Ready and Patrick are side by side.
Give me... Let me see... Yeah, give me a perception check.
With my eyes.
With your eyes, but I'm gonna say actually roll with disadvantage at this point because it's just getting the fog in here is getting pretty thick and it's hard to see.
Oh no.
Okay, you are keeping your eyes out as best you can, but you step onto a pile of leaves or something like that, and all of a sudden you realize that there is nothing below these leaves. And
Featherfall.
what is it? Featherfall?
Featherfall.
Do you cast Featherfall?
Yes. I mean, I.
Well, give me a dex save first.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you fall through another one. It's like another one of these nets with leaves over it. Well, maybe this is actually just kind of sticks and things. It actually looks like it's been created rather than just made from like growing vines and things. So there's a bunch of sticks covered in leaves. You step on it and it just and you fall into a concealed pit. Trying to think if Featherfall's really going to do much for you. It's a 3 meter deep pit, and there are like these sharp like roots at the bottom.
Yeah, right.
So I don't think you would have enough time to cast Featherfall.
Okay, I attempt to.
You attempt to?
As in, I guess it would be like a reflex for him, perhaps. So if he didn't have time, like he'd maybe start saying like, I don't know.
Do you want to cast Featherfall?
Yeah, I mean he'd do it.
Okay.
He's worried.
All
You
right.
know, he doesn't know how deep it's gonna be.
Okay. So you can react, cast Featherfall.
Fizzle
and
womp.
You fall into this pit. It's 3 meters deep. I'll say you don't take the bludgeoning damage, but you still take the piercing damage, although you don't fall with as much force. I'll say that you can probably... Seeing as you slow yourself down with Featherfall, you can probably navigate these like sharp roots and things and like stand on like, you know, in between them and stuff. And so I'll say that you are able to avoid taking any damage.
Sweet. Huh. Avoid this trap, guys.
You've also got to climb out because you're only a meter tall.
That's true.
We have rope.
Oh,
we can help with
Okay.
the rope.
Oh, thank you.
I'll throw my length of rope down for you.
I will try to get to the side and climb up this rope.
Okay. You can climb up this rope and continue on. And let me see. As you continue on, you start to see mushrooms, strange looking fungi everywhere.
Woohoo!
And the air here is especially thick with spores. You see some very large, like, alien-looking purple fungi in this area. Clusters of, like, smaller fungi. And what do you do as you begin to walk through here?
I pick some of the fungi.
Okay. You lean down to pick some of the fungi, and
I was gonna say,
yeah.
can some of us actually say what they're gonna do before Azredi's doing that as well, or is
Okay.
it too late?
Yeah.
I mean, Daros wanted to cover his face with any cloth that he's got.
Okay.
Yeah, common clothing, the best he can. He tucks his trunk into his top.
All right. What does everyone else do? Anything?
Cough.
Yeah, if it's starting to get a bit spory, then I've seen what Reddy can do with those mushrooms. I'm gonna try and cover my face as best I can too.
As you reach down to pick some of these mushrooms and everyone else is covering their face, you realize, Reddy, too late, that amongst these mushrooms are these long kind of purplish tendrils that extend from these mushrooms. There's lots of like little ones, but they kind of surround this like large, much larger kind of hunk of mushrooms in the middle of the patch. And there's like several of these patches, and as you try to like pick one of these smaller mushrooms, this tendril just like lashes up at you and just and attacks you. And all of a sudden, these strange, these large, like these large, sort of chunks of, I don't know what to call them. These big boss mushrooms amongst the rest of the smaller mushrooms begin to sort of move.
Gumbos.
And like their purple tops start to kind of like tip around and stuff, and all of these like strange like writhing tentacles begin to sort of kind of like lash about in the air, and they begin to sort of actually like uproot themselves from these like patches of mushrooms. And they begin to kind of very slowly like sort of creep towards you, these big purple mushrooms. And we'll roll for initiative in the next session.
No, wasn't me.
Mushroom battle!
Cool. This is going to be the best battle of mushrooms I've ever seen in my life. Just going to watch the back and forth. I cast mushrooms. No, wait, I cast mushrooms.
Spore on spore.
Whoa, whoa! I
People
thought,
pay good money for that.
yeah. Ooh.
All right. Let me see.
Oh my god! What is this gif? Sorry.
What is it?
It's
Someone posted.
some sort of tentacle. Anyway.
It's from the Legend of
Sorry.
Vox Machina.
Oh.
I will award everyone XP after the session because I didn't have the time to work out XP for level 5. Suffice to say that Vindaris, you definitely level up.
Yay!
Should I change my sheet? Get that ready for next
Yeah.
week before this spell? Yeah.
Yeah, I won't worry about like a long rest or anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. And you, Reddy and Vindaris, you'll also get some catch-up XP. I think this might be your last week of that, Reddy. But yeah, I'll do that in between sessions. Yeah. I think that's about it. Mushroom battle next week.